Hello Pisces, and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your 2020 forecast. So I just first have to show you this card that flew out. We have got the moon, and that is you fully realizing your power this year. This is amazing. You have got a very, very good spread, and things have gotten a lot better than how they have been recently, okay? And here's another card that I pulled for your main theme. We've got the Magician. This is absolutely amazing, getting everything under control, amazing manifesting power, okay? And I will go into way more detail and break down each month, but first I'd like to remind you to please subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, like, share, really helps me out a lot, comment below, what do you think of the video? I love reading your comments so much. All right, and I'm gonna super quickly explain how I'm gonna do my spread, but if you wanna just get straight to the introduction or each particular month, I'll have timestamps in the pinned comment below, okay? But first I'm gonna explain how I do this. So for your main theme, and also for each particular month, I pull 3 cards. Now for your theme, there were a few other cards that I pulled out, okay? But essentially, my Tarot of the Cat deck is going to explain what's happening on the surface, and my Tarot of the Thoth deck is explaining what's happening beneath the surface. And last but definitely not least, I pull a card from my Mystic Mondays deck to give you really good advice based on the other cards. Okay, so first off, let's go over your main theme for 2020, and then I'll break down into each month, and I'll also go over into some astrological activity, okay? So this is what I see mainly for you as what's happening in the surface for 2020, okay? We have got the Hermit, okay, possible Virgo influence. We've got the Moon, that is absolutely you in your true essence, and we've got the Magician. So it looks like this is, you're a really amazing spiritually developing year for you, okay? You know, you're keeping to yourself a little bit more, but you're doing that self-exploration. And I also see that energy with the moon reflecting, diving deep into the shadow, okay? And that's really what's going to allow you to birth this amazing manifesting creative energy for you to actually have everything in your life under control, going the way that you want, okay? So this is extremely positive. And it's so interesting what's actually beneath the surface, okay? Because we have 2 seemingly contradictory cards, but they're not. So we've got the 8 of Wands, swiftness, and the 7 of Discs, which is failure. Okay, this is the thing. I feel like you are struggling a little bit this year, maybe from past failure, because to be honest, I see a lot of success this year. And you also have this amazing fiery energy that just wants to birth forth from you. But I feel like maybe some of your negative thoughts, maybe how you feel and think about past situations, maybe you feel like you have that self-doubt and that fear and that lack of trust, okay? Your main advice card for 2020, however, is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is telling you to think about things clearly, be proactive, you know, instead of feeling, you know, down in the dumps, okay, right? Use this energy that you have so that you can actually think objectively, be clear-headed, and be very specific with the direction of where you want to go in your life, okay? Ask important questions, you know, just to really have a clear head. And also the Knight of Swords can also be to not just, you've got all this amazing energy, right? You might be holding yourself back a little bit, okay? But you do have this amazing Magician energy, okay? And the Knight of Swords is telling you to pick something and to just obsess over it. Like, seriously, blinders on, pick something and go for it, and don't let anything else stop you. You can accomplish a lot, okay? But you need to actually pick what you want to accomplish before you are able to accomplish it. How are you supposed to succeed in life if you don't even know what aspects you want to succeed in? Okay, so pick something and go for it. That is what the Knight of Swords is telling you, okay? So before I tell you what I see happening in the cards in January, on the 12th of January, Saturn is conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn, so really good time to increase your efficiency, focus on your efforts and your career goals, and maybe pick one thing to really just, you know, dive deep into, okay? Also, on the 10th of January, there is a moon eclipse in Cancer, so there might be a little bit of tension with friendships or maybe with a partnership, potentially, okay? What I see happening on the surface for January with the cards, we have got the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence, but this is a new opportunity, okay? It could be a promotion. It could also be, you know, an offer when it comes to work. It could be finding an amazing deal on a piece of land. It could possibly be an inheritance. It could be a loan that you need. Okay, it could be a lot of things. The thing is, you're going to be feeling a little bit down about yourself, right? Even when things are going well for you. So you've got an amazing new opportunity that is potentially changing the direction of your life in January. This is what's happening beneath the surface. We have got the Princess of Cups. Okay, so this is most likely you, but it could be another Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, okay? You are just going with the flow. You are feeling in a very good, positive way, and you're feeling very gentle and kind, and you normally are anyways. So you're just really going with the flow and being in touch with your emotions. So that's really great for January. And this is your advice card for January. We have got the Chariot. So the Chariot is telling you that whatever this you know, opportunity is, don't just, yes, okay, you are receiving it, you're in the space of receiving it, but you also need to take it on board and go for it. Remember, that's what the Knight of Swords is telling you to do. You have this opportunity. The Chariot is telling you to go for it. Okay, this also might mean physical travel, but it is like physically changing your circumstances, okay? And just having that go-getter, warrior, I can do anything attitude, okay? The Chariot can also sometimes be a Cancer influence. All right, so astrologically in February, there is a super moon in Leo on the 9th of February. So there might be some big changes, letting go of the old, and it's a good idea to rest. And I definitely see that for you because on the surface for February, we have got the Hanged Man, okay? You might feel, even though there was this new opportunity in January, you might feel a little bit stuck. You might feel like things aren't really going anywhere, things aren't going, you know, in the way that you want them to. You might feel like you're put in a situation that you don't want to be in. You feel like you don't deserve to be in it. But the thing is, when you have this energy, right, you actually need to, even though you really needed to embrace that go-getter attitude in January and February, you really need to just accept where you are, accept the way that things are, release resistance, and you will be enlightened and you will gain new awareness from it, all right? But this is so great. This is what's happening beneath the surface, okay? So on the surface, it looks like nothing's really happening, right? But once you accept your situation, right, and you learn from it, beneath the surface, we have got the Sun. This is one of the best cards in the deck. And I think that it's partly has to do with that wand energy, right, that you have for the year, okay? So the Sun means that, okay, on the surface, things might feel like they're not going anywhere, but really you are within you really embracing, really creating a environment for growth, joy, loving life, and just a really amazing good feeling state, okay? I also think this might have to do a little bit with, you know, this card gaining that inner enlightenment, okay? That light is being burst forth from within. Very, very positive, okay? And this is your advice for February. We have got the High Priestess. This is possibly a Taurus, possibly a female Taurus. However, the High Priestess is telling you to just use your intuition, listen to your dreams, that you want to maybe learn a little bit about spiritual and things of a divine nature. You might want to meditate, but really to get in touch with your emotions and your inner spirit and that divine feminine. And whether you're male or female, we have divine masculine and we have divine feminine, right? The High Priestess is telling you you need to get in touch with your divine feminine because you will be getting lots of messages. There will likely be lots of messages that are, you know, that you, if you just decide to listen, you will pick up on so many synchronicities, okay, to help guide you in the right direction. So yeah, that's really, really good, especially because you've got the Hanged Man. You feel like you're going nowhere, but you really just need to sit and allow information to come to you, okay? And it will give you that enlightenment. So in March on the 22nd, Saturn goes in Aquarius. So really good idea to start clarifying your future goals. And also on the 9th of March, there is a supermoon in Virgo, so a good time to learn to manage drama, power struggles, gossip, change, things like that. I feel like that will be all right for you compared to a lot of the other signs for March. But this is what I see happening on the surface, okay? We have got the Page of Pentacles. So remember, you are not going to be feeling very good about work and where you are in life for the whole year, but you are more than capable, okay? So Pentacles, possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence, okay? But this is research, this is training, this is honing of skills, this is learning. So you could be going back to school, but you could just be doing your own research. You could be doing a new course. And it's just something in preparation so that you can have even more prosperity, abundance, and wealth in the future when it comes to, you know, anything. It could be like real estate, really, as long as it's something, you know, tangible on the planet that helps us with our survival, okay? So we can prosper. So you're really enjoying that as well. You're enjoying the learning, okay? And this might be a course that you can do at home as well, possibly online. All right. Well, what I see happening beneath the surface, this is amazing. We have got art. Okay, so this can also sometimes be a Sagittarius influence, but this new information that you're learning, right? You're really taking it in and you are integrating it with the information that you already have, so you can come to a deeper understanding, a more balanced perspective, okay? This is also really, really positive. So you've got the energy to help make you very successful with whatever it is, whether it's work or whatever it is that you're studying for or improving your knowledge and skills on, okay? So this is an amazing energy. Also, this might have something to do with legal matters, right? So for example, it might not even be something to do to help you out with work, but it's just something that maybe you need to kind of know a little bit more about it, maybe something to do with the law, things like maybe with rules, things like that, okay? So the Justice card is your advice card for March. So this might be a Libra influence, right? But the Justice card is telling you that whatever it is that you are learning about and integrating into your knowledge, right? Things will turn out fairly and favorably in your favor. So justice will be served. If that's something like you feel you were treated unfairly, or but if there was you know, some sort of like a contract that was broken or anything of a legal nature, things will turn out fairly in your favor. So that might be what you're learning for in March. Please let me know in the comments. All right, so in April, on the 8th of April, there's a supermoon in Libra. There might be some old baggage stirred up, and I actually see that. I shouldn't laugh about that, sorry. Yeah, but the thing is, look, on the surface, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is amazing. So again, Pentacles might be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence. What was it you were learning more about in March? It might have come to fruition by the time you get to April, okay? So this is someone who has worked really hard and, you know, is very talented, has lots of skills, and they're showing it off to the world. The Nine of Pentacles, like, she's not just bringing wealth to herself, okay? Obviously, you might be a male, but I'm just saying because it's female. So this is a woman who's not just bringing wealth to herself, but she's bringing wealth to the world because, you know, whatever this work is or whatever this project is that you've been working on, it doesn't just benefit you, it benefits people around you, because this sculpture is very beautiful. It's going to be displayed in a public area, and, you know, everyone who sees it is going to feel better and their day is going to go better. And whatever this project is, whatever you're working on, whatever you studied for in March, in April, it's really going to be shown off and literally make the world a more beautiful place, okay? And you should be proud of yourself, and you might be getting a bit of money from it, so that would be good. But it's so odd because I feel like, what is it that's happened before that's made you hung up? Because even though on the surface you are very successful, beneath the surface we've got the Three of Swords, sorrow, okay? So possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence. You are somehow reeling from a past pain. Maybe there was a conflict with someone before. Maybe you were betrayed. Maybe someone gossiped on you, cheated on you, stabbed you in the back in a way. There might have been arguments, okay, conflict of interest. Anyways, so, but just remember that your main advice card is the Knight of Swords. So just to really focus on what you want and to go for it, okay? And don't let this stress in your mind hold you back, right? And I don't see you letting it hold you back, but it's like, are you, you know, I feel like that this would be more, you would feel a lot better about it if you didn't have whatever this is, this old pain that you're still holding on to, right? So in April, your advice is the Ten of Cups, okay? Possibly, obviously it might be you, but it could also be another Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer influence. The Ten of Cups is telling you that you do have a lot of love around you, okay? You are loved, you deserve to be loved, and also your family loves you and your friends love you, and you deserve to be completely fulfilled, and you are giving a lot of love to the community as well, and they love you for it as well. So just remember that you can be completely emotionally fulfilled and you are loved. Sometimes it's easy to forget that when we're feeling this way, okay? So in May, on the 13th of May, Venus goes retrograde in Gemini. So relationships, there might be a little bit more of a difficulty with them. And not a good idea to start some money-related projects. Ooh, that's interesting though. What I see in the cards though. So on the 7th of May as well, there is a supermoon in Scorpio. So you really need to learn how to intellectually handle your emotions. I'm not saying to suppress them, but you don't want them to just like come out of control. So you might want to journal or do some things like that so that you can literally, if you're feeling upset, if you're feeling in a negative heart space, a negative feeling space, you're not going to have positive communication or any type of problem solving or anything like that with someone else. So you need to be able to like maybe journal the way that you feel until you're in a calm feeling state, and then speak from your calm mind, not from your heart, if you're feeling really upset. Okay, I'm not saying to do that all the time, but it's a good idea in May to do that. Okay, what I see happening on the surface in May, we have got the Knight of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence. Okay, so it seems like there is an opportunity. It might have something to do with what's in January, and I'll let you know why. So, but there is a particular goal that you're moving forward with. It might be a new path in life, right? And you are kind of learning as you go, and you are very strong, and you do have support, and there is lots of information being given to you through synchronicities and things like that. And you are very acute and aware of them, and it's helping guide you, right? So you're really using your intuition in May to move forward with this. And definitely, I'm so glad you're moving forward with it, because underneath the surface, we have got fortune. This is a gift, right? This is an opportunity. This is, it could be a little inheritance. It could be a promotion. It could be a raise. It could be it's a bout of good luck. So May is a really good time to move forward with this, okay? Now, your advice for May is we have got the Ace of Pentacles. Now, remember, you had the Ace of Pentacles in January. So in May, you are being told, oh, by the way, the Pentacles might be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence, that whatever this opportunity that likely started in January, just to keep going with it, that there's new opportunities in that area. Remember, even if you're feeling down about things, remember, you can manifest whatever you want to have the good life, all right? And to use your clear head, rational mind, right? Now, just go for this new opportunity. Be smart with your money. You might want to invest, but yeah, just to remember that this is a new opportunity and you're just going for it, okay? And it's something to do with being physical things on this planet, material wealth, abundance, property, work, money, things like that. All right, so in June, on the 25th of June, Venus retrograde ends in Gemini. So hopefully relationships will get a little bit more easier after, but I don't 100% see that for you for the next few months, but don't worry, I'll give you advice about it. On the 5th of June in Sagittarius, there might be some difficulty on that particular day, if not in immediate relationships around the world, okay? There might be some earthquakes, there might be some wars started. On the 21st of June, there is a solar eclipse in Cancer. So anything undone from the past will come up, but that just means that you're ready to deal with it. So it's actually a good thing, because, it never came up before, not because it was gone, but because you weren't ready to deal with it. And now you're ready to deal with it. Okay. And I think I know what this might have something to do with. In June, on the surface, we have got the Page of Wands, all right? So this is a possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence. Now, often in this deck, this is someone who is very positive, a trusted friend. However, I'm not 100% sure about that, but underneath the surface, we've got the Two of Swords. So I feel like in June, there might be someone it might be someone that you maybe reconnected with somehow the previous month in May, okay? But I think that either you or someone else, I feel like for most of you, it's someone else that's going to approach you with a message, okay? They could call you, they could bump into you, they could, you know, message you on a social media app, all right? And they are going to say that maybe they want to apologize for something that happened before. Maybe they want to make amends. Maybe you guys had a blowout before. Remember, this could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be a lover or an ex-lover, all right? But they're wanting to make peace, all right? The thing is, I'm not 100% sure if that's really gonna happen ultimately, but I would just say that what your advice card is the Six of Swords, right? So the Six of Swords, again, possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence, is telling you that, you know, these are uncomfortable waters, but you might want to just go for it. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's really up to you, but the Six of Swords is kind of saying, like, look, it's going to feel uncomfortable whether you go for it and it's going to turn out positive or negative, because if you go for it and trying to make peace with this person, it's going to be uncomfortable, even if everything goes great, but even if things don't go well, it's still going to be uncomfortable. So just be careful, be cautious, but the Six of Swords is telling you, you know, it's going to be uncomfortable, but maybe just go for it. At the end of the day, you need to use your rational, logical mind to decide if you want to do that. The thing is, this piece might just be temporary, right? Because, like, this often is a temporary, like the calm of the eye of the storm. Now, this is really interesting. In July, okay, first I'll say what's happening astrologically, then I'll let you know about the cards in July. In July, on the 5th of July, there is a moon eclipse in Capricorn, so there might be a massive emotional release, intense relationship issues, totally see that. You're really going to want to focus on yourself and finding emotional balance. All right, so what I see happening on the surface for July, we have got the Knight of Pentacles. Is this someone that you met in March or April? Is this someone that you met in January or May? Is this someone that you work with, or is this you moving forward with the opportunities given to you in January and May, what you were researching in March, right? So this is, whether this is you or someone else, this is someone who is dependable, reliable, sensible, is able to accomplish what they want in a dutiful manner, just one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. This is not the type of person that does things without thinking or tends to let themselves just completely go and make decisions based on spiritual energy and intuition. They're like, this is what I know, this is what I'm familiar with, this is what I'm comfortable with doing, and so I'm just going to do these things in the way that I've always done them. There are people who are more traditional, okay? But that's what they feel comfortable with. They're very grounded and down to earth, okay? So that's the energy for someone in July, and this is interesting. See, is this the person in June that came with the message? Like, you're gonna have to tell me this, all right? So this is what's happening beneath the surface. Is it the same person, or is it a different person in July that comes into your life and you really feel strong emotion for them? But also, this is also someone who maybe has made you a very strong person, and not necessarily for the best reasons, okay? Because this is your advice card. We have got the Three of Swords. So what I am potentially seeing is that someone in July comes into your life. It might be someone that you knew before. It might be someone brand new. Like, who is this person in June that came in? I feel like for a lot of you, it's a different person in July, and maybe you weren't really using your, rational thought, okay? But essentially, like, someone's come into your life, right? Or you've gone into someone, I feel for most of you, it's someone else coming into your life, maybe someone new, right? And but like, they are making you a strong person, but that's because I feel like they might have betrayed you. They might have cheated on you. They might have been unfaithful. And it's really just really not a good feeling. I hate to say it. So yeah, Three of Swords, not fun. Sometimes it is a third-party situation. They might not have been really faithful to you. Maybe you trusted them more than you should have. but that's essentially why you're going to be a strong person. I know sometimes when we go through hard things, it is really difficult to just hear, oh, you're such a strong person. Now it's like, I don't want to, it's like, wouldn't it be nicer sometimes to just not go through all these difficult things? But I guess it's part of life, part of the deal being on this planet. Anyways, in August, I don't see any major astrological activity, but on the surface, I see we have got the Six of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence, okay? And also, this is really cool because, look, the Magician and the Hermit both carry wands, right? So I feel like this is, you know, your accomplishments and everything that you're very proud of that you have accomplished in life. You know, it is because of that inner illumination, that being able to manifest, right? You are very successful. You have a lot you should be proud of. And, you know, I totally see that with the cards earlier. And also this might be success based on something that happened in June or an opportunity that was offered in June, okay? Possibly. What's happening beneath the surface, this is amazing. We have got the Three of Wands, virtue. This is success, okay? But at least mostly manifested, right? And look, this is your advice card. We have the Three of Wands again. So this is ultimate like success, 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 success. And the Three of Wands as an advice card is telling you just to really think about like the long-term plans of where you want to go. Yes, you are successful, but where are those successes going to lead you? Where do you want them to lead you, okay? So it's really just about using this amazing Eight of Wands energy to propel yourself forward, right? So you're being successful, but like, where do you want to go with that, right? Now, in September, on the 9th, Mars goes retrograde in Aries. So a really good idea to not start money-related projects. And also in September, okay, no, that's the main thing. So what I see happening on the surface, we have got the Ace of Swords, okay? Possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence. And remember, you have got the Knight of Swords energy, right? So I really feel like this Knight of Swords energy is really being burst forth in September, and it's because of the difficulty in June. It is because of the difficulty in July, okay? You don't get strong for no reason. You found this new inner strength, this new inner clarity, being able to look at things clearly without having your emotions completely overwhelm your thinking and your logic, right? So this is courage, this is power, this is strength. And that's, I think, also what you got from in July, right? This is often in other decks the strength card, okay? Yeah, so that's amazing. And this is what's happening beneath the surface is we have got the Princess of Wands energy, right? You've had so many wands recently in, you have had wands in May, in June, and in August as well. And you have this amazing Eight of Wands energy, what's being manifested beneath the surface for your main theme for 2020, okay? So the Princess of Wands is telling you to go for it. Like, you might feel a little bit defensive, and for good reason, right? But don't just stand there. You've got all this potential. Just follow your intuition, right? Follow your intuition, birthed from this strength, okay, that you received in July especially, okay? And your main advice card is we have got the Sun. This is amazing, all right? And this is now what you had going on beneath the surface in February is beginning to become fully formed and manifested, right? So just remember, like, life is good to celebrate life, to celebrate growth, just to go out and have a good time, and just however you want to celebrate, do it. Enjoy the beauty, the love, the pleasure in life, okay? Because there are a lot of good things in life, right? Yeah, so have a great time. Now in October, Mars is still retrograde in Aries. You really want to make sure you're exercising. And on the 31st of October, there is a blue moon in Taurus. There might be some hard conversations and confronting issues. Make sure you don't distract yourself in negative ways, as many people tend to. This is what I see happening with the cards, all right? On the surface for October, we have got the Six of Cups. Okay, this is most likely you, but possibly another Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer influence, all right? This is nostalgia, taking that trip down memory lane, Look, I'm not sure who it was also that hurt you previously in the year, or maybe even earlier than that, but this is maybe kind of like looking back at the past with rose-colored glasses, you know, that whole what if, and this is not necessarily enjoying the present around you because you're still kind of stuck a little bit in the past. It's not a bad thing to like take a trip down memory lane, but it is a really good idea to not stay there too much, and you really do need to appreciate the people around you that love you, right? What's happening beneath the surface is we have got adjustment, also known as justice in many decks. This is possibly a Libra influence. Are you thinking about something that happened in March? Okay. Essentially, like, things have turned out fairly, right? And I think you're just kind of reflecting and looking back in the past and thinking about what if it happened this way? What if it happened that way? Okay. But your advice card is, we have got the King of Wands, all right? So possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence, okay? So the King of Wands is telling you to go for it. Go for what you want. Go for whatever it is, like full force, okay? Just go for it, go for it, go for it. Follow your inspiration, follow your joy. Use that energy that in September that you really were beginning to get into, right? And just in October, go for it. Now, in November, on the 30th, there is a lunar eclipse in Gemini, so good idea to deal with debts, budget, and invest, okay? I see that that's likely a bit more true for other signs. But what I see happening on the surface for you is we have got rejuvenation, okay? So in many decks, this is also not judgment. I was like, not justice, it's judgment, okay? So this is also in this deck being born anew. You are being birthed anew, okay? And it's because of this energy that you have. It's because of this amazing manifesting power. You are birthing into being absolutely magical, you know? And it's because of your self-exploration that you did. You're being birthed into the absolute mature possible version of your sign that you can be, okay? And it is because of the difficulty and being alone and the inner reflection, okay? But what's happening is, like, you're looking at things from a new perspective as well, okay? And that's also part of, you know, your theme, the Knight of Swords, as well, for your advice card, okay? And but to always just not to forget things in the past, okay? But to not let them hold you back, right? And this is what's happening beneath the surface. No one has this intense rebirth, okay, from nothing. This rebirth came from what we have beneath the surface, the Five of Cups, disappointment, okay, most likely you, possibly another Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer sign, okay? So this is, just remember that you are loved, okay? But the thing is, I feel like there was a past disappointment, there might have been a past betrayal, okay? But it's actually because of that pain, that suffering, the disappointment, okay? The arguing with this person, the abandonment, the giving up. It's actually because of that that's allowed you to release and just like be reborn and come and just like let go of that old baggage and just come into the absolute most truest, most authentic version of yourself, okay? Now your advice for November is, we have got the Seven of Wands, okay? So possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence. This rebirth isn't always going to be okay with people. You know, a lot of people just feel comfortable with us being the same way that we always are, right? But you are going to have a new perspective. You are going to have a new way that you are walking on this planet, okay? And there might be situations where you really have to stand your ground. You're going to have to keep the high ground, you know, fight the good fight. So the Seven of Wands is telling you not to just like lay over and let people walk all over you, especially if you've been treated unfairly, which I don't know, was something like that happened in October, right? Or maybe you were thinking about it in October, or maybe it happened in March. But you really just, you know, fight the good fight. You've got this amazing rebirth, right? You've got this new energy, okay? So just don't let people walk all over you. And you are backed, right? You are backed. And you've got this amazing Eight of Wands energy to help keep you moving forward. So fight the good fight. That's what the Seven of Wands is telling you to do. On the 17th of December, you are probably going to want to organize for your future goals again and clarify them, as Saturn is back in Aquarius. On the 19th of December, Jupiter is in Aquarius. So yeah, definitely think about your future orientation, where you want to go, and I definitely see you doing that in the cards, okay? On the 14th of December, there is a solar eclipse in Sagittarius, so there might be a bit of a focus on relationships, but communication is good as Mercury is in the same house. You might want to go traveling possibly, all right? And this is what I see happening on the surface in December. We have got the 10 of Cups, okay? So yeah, in November, you were not feeling very good. In October, you were like, what if, all right? But when you get to December, you are feeling the love from your community, from your friends, from your family, right? And you absolutely deserve it. So you are just really content. You might be taking a trip home, you might be staying home, but this is bliss, contentment, home, pleasure, joy, giving love, receiving love, recognizing all the love that is around you. So it looks like you'll be having a great Christmas or holiday next December, whatever it is you celebrate. And this is what's happening beneath the surface. We have got the 4 of Discs, power, okay? So I know that for a lot of this year, you were feeling disempowered, like to give up, like things were just not going well. But essentially, I think being at home is really going to empower you, right? And it's going to make you feel loved, okay? And your advice for December is we've got the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is telling you you've got an opportunity. Go for it. Expand your horizon. See where you want to be in the future. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to take this life, okay? You've got this amazing energy, right? Pick your obsession and just go for it with a clear head. You've manifested this. You absolutely deserve it, okay? And you have this, you know, King of Wands energy in October, right? So what is it that you were thinking about in October that you're going to burst forth and do in December, okay? It's absolutely amazing. Like, you're finishing the year off with a bang, and I'm really happy that this reading is way better, is good for you, because I know, like, for a lot of other signs it's been not as good, but I feel like you deserve this, Pisces, because you've had it really rough lately. And you know, I'm just really impressed that, like, everything, yes, it's been difficult, but you're totally just owning yourself and who you are, right? This is you. This is you diving deep, embracing the dark sides of you, and also finding the light, okay? I hope that was helpful. Again, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Comment below. Did you like the reading? Did it resonate with you? If you would like a private reading, send me an email at contact@sinceretarot.co.uk. And also, I'll have some links to other videos. I do monthly videos, mid-monthly videos, pick-a-cards, things like that, all right? So I really hope you have a great 2020, but it looks like overall you absolutely will. Do not doubt yourself. You are beautiful, all right? I love you.